morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. Also, first things first, I know you're wondering about that intro. You've never seen that before? More news coming on that later. We're just gonna keep you in suspense, as they say. But what video is it today? Oh yeah, it's the Grey Cup. The Grey Cup is tomorrow. The 108th annual Grey Cup. Well, annual except for last year. We have waited 2 years to defend our title. And tomorrow is the day. Let's go. This is going to be a very exciting game. We have a Grey Cup rematch from the 107th Grey Cup 2 years ago. The Bombers and Ticats in the finals again. So first things first, let's go through the season records. How did they do throughout the season? The Bombers would get 11 wins, 3 losses for 22 points. Arguably 2 of those games they could have won, but kind of decided not to rest their players. Ticats got 8 wins, 6 losses, and 16 points. I'm not sure if they pulled their players in their last 2 games or not, so I can't give you my opinion on that because I don't know. Caleros versus Mazzoli. We have Mazzoli, who's done pretty well so far overall. And then, unless they decide to play Evans, they can do that. Evans actually played pretty well last game. But then you have him against the MOP. Caleros winning the MOP for the first time of his career this year, just like yesterday, the day prior, something like that, with just some unbelievable stats. So I actually, for all the players of these 2 teams, which only one team won awards. Let me think about it. But they, I have the stats for them here, so I'm just going to read them out because mine as well, because I have them with me, which I normally don't, but I do. So Caleros played 13 games, really only 12 and a half because he got pulled halfway through that last game. Got 243 completions, 346 attempts, 3,185 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. So some outstanding stats for Caleros. And then in addition to the MOP, the Bombers have the Coach of the Year, most outstanding lineman, and most outstanding defensive player with Mike O'Shea, Adam Bighill, and Stanley Bryant. So, most outstanding defensive player, Adam Bighill, with 70 tackles, not 20 interceptions. I wish he had 20 interceptions. That'd be quite something. 2 interceptions, 2 sacks, and one of those one touchdown with one of those picks being a pick 6. Then we have the Coach of the Year, who, we all know he's good. We all know he's damn good at his job. And so there's nothing I have to... I say the name Mike O'Shea, I mean a good coach. Actually, good coach is he's better than a good coach. He's a great coach. Then most outstanding offensive lineman, Stanley Bryant. And, there's no real stats on that for the most part for offensive linemen. They don't really keep that much of stats. There's not really much to keep. But he was damn good. That was the point. But anyways, let's look at the Tiger Cats side of things, who they got in the depth chart. So you got Brandon Banks and Jalen Acklin, who have been absolutely fantastic in the receiving core. Simone Lawrence at linebacker, who got the most outstanding defensive player for the East this year. He was better than the rest in the East. Then you got Dylan Wynn at defensive tackle, 3-time CFL All-Star. And then this is where it gets a little interesting. Ted Lawrence is out for this game, so a big hit to that Hamilton Tiger Cats D-line, who's been unbelievable. And you know what? I feel like that's still going to be a big part. How can they do with Laurent out of the lineup, So the Tiger Cats will have to adjust. I'm not sure who's going in for Lawrence, but I think the Bombers definitely need to be wary because this Hamilton team is hungry, especially this D-line. They've been, that second half of that game against the Argos, they were chewing up and spitting them out. When it comes to the defense, the way the defense is playing. So back over to the Bombers side of things. On the defense, we got Willie Jefferson and Jackson Jeffcoat on our ends, who have been utterly brilliant this season. No introduction there. And then Kenny Lawler, Nick Dembski, and Wolotarski in the receiving core. Darvin Adams, I'm not sure if he's going to be in. I hope he is. But I did see at the West Final, I noticed he was walking off to the side, looked like he was limping a little, so not sure if he's in the lineup or not. Hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he's in. But let's look at the history between these 2 teams, specifically the last 2 years. The reason why I'm saying that is not because the Bombers have necessarily done really great or really poorly, simply because that really is only what matters in the sense of, when the rosters were roughly very similar to where they are now. So if we look at the home opener, the rosters haven't changed much. Bombers have gotten a new kicker since then, and I'm not sure if the Ticats have made a trade or not. But the Bombers won that 19-6. Hamilton had a bit of a weak start to the season, but they really got better as the season went along. And then Hamilton, as they always did, really turned it up in the playoffs, which is why the Bombers cannot assume anything for this game. You haven't won anything until you're lifting the cup. You've won nothing. Nothing. So don't let it get into your head. Don't let it get into your heads. You guys haven't won nothing. Let's make it happen. Anyways, but the 2019 Grey Cup game, the Bombers did win that game 33-12, which obviously, that pissed off Hamilton. And of course it would. I'd be pissed off if I was them. I'd expect nothing else because they wanted it, because we were talking about two teams with the two longest active Grey Cup droughts. We were talking about the Bombers with basically like a 29-year drought, and then the Ticats with like a 20-year drought. So now that we've gotten the Grey Cup, our drought is like one or two calendar years, I guess, depending on if you count the year that we didn't play or not, depending on if you count that. Ticats still have 20 years since they last won the Grey Cup, so they're going to be hungry more than ever to get it this year. And like I said, Hamilton really turns it up into playoffs, so you cannot assume anything about that home opener game. Nothing. So, I'm not making a prediction. I will not make a prediction on this game. And I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Because I think we have two outstanding teams here. One of which has the possibility. They've proven it up to now. But they have the possibility to go down as one of the best CFL teams in history. If they win it. If they don't, they won't be. They'll be good, but they'll be recognized as one of the best regular season teams. And we don't want that, do we? No, we don't. We want the cup. That's all we want. So, I am so excited for this game. I hope you all enjoyed this video, even you Tiger Cats fans, because honestly, you should be proud of your team up to this point, and you should be excited for this game too. This is going to be a close game. This will be a close game. I'm predicting under a touchdown difference. I think this is going to be a much closer game than the 2019 Grey Cup, and I think that this is going to be an absolute bloodbath, and I cannot wait to see it. I'm beyond excited, hyped, because obviously my team's in it. We're going to see some damn good football tomorrow. And I hope any of you American viewers, if you're able to watch this game, please watch it. I want you to see what Canadian football is all about. And there's nothing that better encapsulates that than the Grey Cup. And you know what? I could not be any more grateful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the success on our live stream yesterday for the hockey game. Over 1,000 viewers, 19 subscribers because of you wonderful people. Absolutely fantastic. I'm shocked. We have never gotten that many subscribers in a single day, let alone 3 hours. You guys are the absolute best. And make sure, if you haven't already, please smash the subscribe button. Make sure you like and share it around as well. And make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's Grey Cup game. All right, well, take care, guys. And I'll see you guys later.